Lecture number 15, Surah Doha, O1. We are starting contents of month April. Here is the breakup. Surah number 14 and 15, Hadith number 12, Section 7, Chapter 3 and 4. Now, starting Surah Doha, the morning hours. It is chapter 93 of the Holy Quran and contains 11 verses. Translation. In this surah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed a number of messages, a number of lessons for the believers, for the Holy Prophet himself, and he particularly illustrated through the use of nature. By the glorious morning light, and by the night when it is still, your Lord has not forsaken you, nor is he displeased. And truly the hereafter will be better for you than the present. And soon your Lord will give you so that you will be pleased. Did he not find you an orphan and give you shelter? And he found you wandering, and he gave you guidance. And he found you in need and made you independent. Therefore, do not treat the orphan with harshness, nor drive the beggar away, but tell about the bounty of your Lord. The major discussed objects in this surah. First, revelations suspended. Number 2, revelations were a source of comfort for the Holy Prophet, yet they were suspended. 3, hope and consolation given to the Holy Prophet in this surah. This surah removes anxiety and stress, and it particularly commands a believer to proclaim the bounties of Lord. Background of the surah. When Holy Prophet was in Mecca, he faced a number of hardships, and during the persecutions, the revelations were suspended for a long time. And these revelations were particularly a source of comfort, a source of light, and everything in a disrespectful community. Under the distressful situation, kuffars or the opponents, they get a chance to humiliate Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. They used to make fun of him. They used to say that your Lord has forgotten about you, your Lord is displeased with you, your Lord do not want to hear you, your Lord is not with you anymore. So these were the remarks of the opponents. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reveals, he consoles the Holy Prophet. What did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reveal? He said that a constant chain of revelations could break the nerves. It is reported by a number of companions that whenever Holy Prophet receives the revelation, he feels heavy. He used to hear the ringing bells. He feels that if something is on him. Therefore, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted himself to be calmed down, to have peace, to restore the strength. It was particularly essential to break the chain. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala suspended the revelations. With this surah, Allah reminded that he had neither forsaken or displeased with his messenger. Rather, he asked Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, to recall and count the blessings. Call on to Lord and remember his bounties. It means when Holy Prophet was born, he was an orphan. He was under the guardians like Hazrat Halima, then Hazrat Abdul Muttalib, Abu Talib, and then he had a number of companions. Later on, he became a famous trader. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala granted him a beautiful soul in form of Hazrat Khadija Raziyallahu ta'ala anha, who trusted him after the first revelation. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him children as well. So there are a number of bounties which were given to Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, since his birth. Therefore, Allah said that call unto Lord and remember his bounties. After this revelation, Holy Prophet was able to drive strength to stand steadfast against the unbelievers, against the oppositions, against their persecutions. Main theme. This surah serves as a hope and consolation not only in regards to the Holy Prophet but every human being in general. It means when a person feels a stressful situation, when a person feels anxiety, he must recall his bounties from the Lord. Allah shows his powers through signs. Now, this is the nature of Allah, that he brings a human from the darkness towards the light. As the light of the day is a period of break to stillness or a beginning of new chapter, he actually demonstrating here that as we see the sun rising, it means that it is the beginning of something. It is maybe a new hope, or it also breaks the darkness. While the darkness of the night, what it gives? It mainly gives you peace and rest. Therefore, this world is a temporary phase and a place of trial. So render your services for the best place only, that is hereafter. It means we are not going to live here for a long period, but we all are destined to live for temporary basis. Therefore, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted to remind us that whatever you are doing in this world, hold firmly, have patience, have the bounties of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and call him for the help. Because every deed will be counted in the hereafter. This surah guides man that with every difficulty there is ease. It is also a verse of the Quran that he constantly reminds the believer that you are sent in this world as a test, and you will be tested for every reason, for everything, at every moment as well. Therefore, in every difficulty, we must realize the fact that ease is hidden in it. Allah is the one who provides sustenance. It means every difficulty is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It also clearly states that Allah bestows countless favors on mankind. Therefore, it is the responsibility of a man to perform the obligations as Allah wishes. For example, He created us just for a sole reason to serve Him. Also, He created us in order to serve those who are in the lower grades. Importance of main theme. This surah consoles every faithful believer to remain firm and patient under all circumstances is required by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He also says to struggle for hereafter is tiring, but it awaited as a glorious morning after a night of stillness. It means about the day of judgment, when we will see our reward. After this trial, we will be blessed with the Jannah, inshallah. Proclaiming bounties of Allah, serving Him, worship Him, pray to Him, glorify Him, these are actually attributes of a true believer. Bounties of Lord should be passed on to His creations. So we shall not be harsh and miser towards helping others. It is required to support immensely all less privileged communities.